Picture this. You're climbing a rocky trail in the middle of nowhere. The night sky glows silver, your headlights carving through the wilderness. Every bump, every climb, every loose stone could be your undoing if you were in the wrong vehicle. But here's the twist. While most SUVs these days are built for city streets and soccer runs, Toyota decided to double down on something different. They gave us a machine that's not afraid of dirt, not afraid of scars, and absolutely not afraid of standing out. This is the 2025 Toyota Land Cruiser Prado LC250, dressed in Attitude Black Metallic. And here's the kicker, it doesn't just whisper luxury, it growls capability. But before you jump to crown it the king of SUVs, let me hit you with a controversial claim. The Prado might actually be too good for the average American driveway. Why? Because this thing was designed with a global mission, not suburban coffee runs. And while it promises rugged durability, diesel torque, and Toyota's bulletproof reliability, it also hides one surprisingly big flaw. A flaw we'll reveal later that could change how you see this entire SUV. But if you want to know the whole truth about vehicles like this, the raw, unfiltered breakdowns manufacturers don't want you to think about, go ahead and hit subscribe, because this channel isn't about hype, it's about reality. Step outside and the LC250 Prado looks like a modern warrior dressed for a gala. The Attitude Black Metallic paint is more than just color, it's an aura. Deep, glossy black with metallic flakes that catch light like sparks off steel. Under the sun, it glimmers. Under city lights, it turns stealthy and menacing. The front fascia? Squared off, upright, and unapologetically Land Cruiser. The iconic boxy silhouette remains, but with sharper LED headlights that slice through the dark like precision blades. The massive grille, chrome accents and bold Toyota badge projects dominance. And the chunky wheel arches wrapped around 18 or 20-inch alloys scream readiness for off-road battle. From the side, the profile feels commanding. High ground clearance, strong shoulders, and flat panels that echo the Prado's legendary heritage. At the back, slim LED tail lamps and a robust tailgate make it look both elegant and purposeful. This is not an SUV that begs for attention. It earns it. Now let's step inside. Close the heavy door and the outside world fades. Immediately, you feel it. Toyota didn't just build an interior, they crafted an environment. The cabin blends rugged functionality with premium comfort. Soft touch surfaces everywhere, leather trim seats that cradle you during long journeys, and an elevated driving position that makes you feel like the commander of a vessel. The ambient LED lighting is subtle, soft glows that highlight contours at night. The 14-inch infotainment display dominates the dash, paired with a crisp digital driver's cluster. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a JBL premium sound system, and even a head-up display remind you this is luxury, Toyota style. Passenger comfort? The Prado offers 3 rows, with generous legroom in the first 2. The third row, as always, is more of a kid's zone, but it folds flat, giving you cavernous cargo space when adventure calls. Now let's talk about what really matters, the numbers. But instead of rattling off stats, let's imagine what they mean for real drivers. Under the hood sits a 2.8-liter turbo diesel 4-cylinder, paired with a smooth 8-speed automatic transmission. Output? 201 horsepower and a hefty 500 Newton-meters of torque. That's the kind of pulling power you want when towing a boat or climbing mountain switchbacks. 0 to 60? Around 9 seconds. Not supercar speed, but that's not the point. This SUV isn't built for drag races. It's built for pulling you, your family, and your gear through terrains where others quit. Diesel efficiency is where the Prado shines. Expect 27 to 30 mpg equivalent on highways, with a tank range that can stretch well over 600 miles. Translation? You can cross entire states or deserts without nervously watching the fuel gauge. It stretches 4,925 millimeters long, 1,980 millimeters wide, and stands tall at 1,870 millimeters. Ground clearance sits at nearly 220 millimeters, meaning water crossings and boulders are fair game. Inside, you've got 7 seats, but more importantly, over 1,800 liters of cargo space with rows folded. That's road trip heaven. Toyota's Safety Sense package comes standard. Adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, 360-degree camera, and even trailer sway control. And because it's Toyota, you're backed by a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty, plus extended coverage options. Translation? Peace of mind on every mile. So what's the flaw? The one thing that might make you hesitate? It's the very heart of this Prado, the 2.8-liter turbo diesel. Here's the truth. While the diesel engine is a workhorse globally, in the US market, diesel SUVs are almost extinct. Stricter emissions laws, higher fuel costs in some states, and consumer preference for hybrids or gasoline mean this Prado's biggest strength could also be its Achilles heel. It's reliable, it's efficient, but for many American buyers, the word diesel feels outdated. And unless Toyota brings a hybrid or gas option stateside, some will dismiss this SUV before even sitting in it. So where does the Prado stand in the battlefield? Its biggest rival is obvious, the Land Rover Defender 110. Both aim for that sweet spot of luxury and off-road dominance. But here's the difference. The Prado is Toyota simple. Less fragile tech, more reliability, and usually a friendlier price tag. Meanwhile, the Defender boasts higher horsepower, flashier interiors, and British flair, but comes with higher maintenance costs. Looking 3 to 5 years ahead, the Prado's success will depend on whether Toyota adapts its powertrain for markets like the US. Hybridization is inevitable. If they give us a Prado with hybrid torque and Toyota reliability, it might just dominate everything in its class. The 2025 Toyota LC250 Prado in Attitude Black Metallic is more than just an SUV. It's a statement. It's for people who value strength over flash, endurance over excess, and the kind of dependability that doesn't need a second thought. But its reliance on diesel power might be the very thing that holds it back in some markets. Would you buy a diesel SUV in 2025? Or do you think Toyota should go hybrid only? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every one. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because next, we're breaking down a rival SUV that might just steal Prado's crown.